Well, what can we say other than wow? What a result against Wolves. And I don't think there's a single West Ham fan who put a bet on us winning 4-0. Blown away. I think we were lucky to get away with that free kick, that really quick free kick to Bowen for that first goal. But anyway, let's get on to the next game. In the next game, it is a League Cup game. We've had 2 easy draws, and now we're drawn against people who are sitting top of the Premier League in Everton. It is at Goodison Park. It's going to be a hard game. We need to play very strong first team. Let's get on to my selection, shall we? Let's get started on the goalkeeper for this Carabao Cup game. Usually our cup goalkeeper is Darren Randolph, but I feel we need to go even stronger. First team goalkeeper for me, Lucas Fabianski. In defence, we're going to go with a back 4 of Ben Johnson, Fabian Balbuena, Angelo Ogbonna and Aaron Cresswell. Now in the last couple of rounds we've seen some youngsters brought into this team, but we're playing Everton who are going to be up for it. They want to win things. They've got Carlo Ancelotti in, who is a serial winner. This is a good standing point for the first game, or first real big test of this cup run for them. What I would say is Balbuena was fantastic against Wolves. Ogbonna was fantastic against Wolves. Ben Johnson come on. Aaron Cresswell played really well. Masuaku for me, some people will be saying needs to be starting, but I would go with Cresswell just for that little bit of more defensiveness and prowess of knowing where his player is. All right, yeah, he's not as good going forward, but for this game, I feel we're going to be pegged back for quite a while. The midfield, I think we're going to see Mr. Captain Fantastic come back. Mark Noble, he's going to be partnered with Robert Snodgrass in the middle. Manuel Lanzini playing just in front of them, and Yarmolenko and Anderson on the wings, both fantastic players. Both been starting in our cup games and played really well, so I don't see why they wouldn't start there. And then a man who I have been on his back for a while, Sebastian Haller up top. He did score against Wolves. Come on for Antonio. Possibly should have come on a little bit sooner, but he did score a header into the bottom left. So hopefully he can continue that run against Everton. Now, with the last one, I felt we were going to push up on the wings against Wolves, which we did to a certain extent. But I feel like we're going to stay slightly more compact. Everton have been playing through the middle a lot. We've got a man marked, James Rodriguez. He is their star man at the minute. I feel they're going to go with a very strong first team, maybe with a couple of youngsters in there because of the amount of games coming thick and fast. But as West Ham fans know, we won 4-0, so the next game we probably won't win. So why not go for a very strong lineup and start cup run where potentially we could get to a semi-final if we play our cards right. Still Diop, David Moyes and Josh Cullen all out of contention because of their COVID positive tests. Club have said they are all doing very well, which is fantastic news. None of them have got any symptoms. They were asymptomatic. So hopefully we'll see them in the starting lineup soon. Now we'll just rush through the subs bench quick. Trot on the bench for me with Cardoso and a number of first team players. We've got Jack Wilshere, who looks like he's going to be moving away, but will probably start on the bench. And Zande Silva, who has been tearing up the under-23 league. For me, he should be in and around the first team squad. I don't know why he isn't, or isn't more often. Now, what I will say about the League Cup, and this is a bit of an odd one, because Hull refused COVID tests, offered to be paid for by West Ham. Now, is that going to be the downfall of football because the EFL don't believe they should be testing every week? It's not a requirement for EFL clubs anymore, where it is in the Premier League. There's been talks of a number of big Premier League clubs pulling out of the League Cup for that reason, because if they get positive tests from clubs that aren't testing and they've had interactions here, then what that means is players, managers, staff are going to have to isolate for 10 days and potentially miss out on big Premier League games, big European fixtures, and that, well, it's the difference between millions. So every Premier League club, as far as I know, has been offering the league clubs the opportunity to do testing. Leyton Orient took that up. It's now an incentive not to take it up, because look what happened to them. They got positive tests running rife throughout their team and had to forfeit the match. Tottenham got a free pass. It's disturbing because we need all of our first team players. We need as many opportunities to gain points as possible. Having the manager not there, you could argue, seemed to help, although he was on video link throughout the game. Diop is a big player. Cullen, for me, is a player who should be playing regularly. So it's a hard one to pick. Now, I feel like Yarmolenko and Anderson are going to be our main outlets in this game, to be pinging passes in, with Robert Snodgrass possibly pushing up a little bit more to be a bit more of a free roam player with Manuel Lanzini. I feel like our back four are going to sit deep to try and knock off any counter-attacks. We've got Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin, who's on fire at the moment. And I feel we could go back to what some people would call Big Sam football and lob it up to the big man to header down to these oncoming wingers. I'm hoping for a positive result. I feel like this could be a year to actually have a decent cup run. And we've done all right so far. We've pulled out some big results, but against lesser opposition. So I'm hoping that we can pull out a win against Everton and push on and have a fantastic season. It could be the result that kick-starts our season, that win against Wolves, and hopefully we can follow it up with a win against Everton. Until then, I've been Ian. See you soon. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree, disagree with my lineup, or what you would change. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to FDT-TV. We'd much appreciate it. If you have any suggestions for content you would like to see or things you'd like us to do, then again, put that down in the comment section below and we'll look into it. Until then, come on you Irons. We'll see you for the weekend.